Well, life certainly got interesting. My computer died overnight. I lost power for a little while. And I think I'm going to dig around for a battery and see if I can power a light so I can take a look at Trace War. Let's see if it works. And hello, everyone. It's Tom. It's FANzine Live, and we are going to be talking today about John Garvin's Trace War. Interesting book. I first have to get to the elephant in the room. My computer is dead, and we've been having intermittent power outages, so I'm running on a battery on my phone, which is doing my camera work. I'm running on a battery on my Ring camera so that I have enough light to be able to present to you. It's kind of fun, kind of different. Never want to have to do it again. But a new computer is on the way because the old one is apparently fried overnight, and life goes on. But that's not going to stop me from reading zines. That's not going to stop me from sharing zines. We're going to talk about Trace War. And this is an interesting book. It is a crowdfunded zine by Lithos Press. It's written by a gentleman named John Garvin. The artist is a Paul Pelletier. Well, here in the back, they've got creator bios. John Garvin is the creator of a video game called Ashfall. He also has he did the Siphon Filter series, the Uncharted Golden Abyss, and the PS4 hit Days Gone. And he created Ashfall for Lithos Entertainment. So maybe Ashfall is not necessarily a video game. But anyway, pencil artist Paul Pelletier. He's done tons of stuff. Malibu, CrossGen, DC, Marvel. Ink artist Andrew Hennessy, who has worked also for DC and Marvel. And then you can see we've got the other folks as well. So this is, in my mind, this is really a professional grade comic. And it uses the funding trappings of crowdsourcing, Kickstarter, to get made. I say this for two reasons. The first one is when you are looking to create a crowdfunded zine, as opposed to making a mini comic or a digest or something on photocopy or what have you, a homemade DIY type project. When you're trying to go into the world of crowdfunding, you're not just competing against other DIY folks for attention and for dollars and the like. You're competing against the pros. I've purchased some really impressive crowdfunded material and by professionals. The movie adaptation of the new Dune series, beautiful hardcovers. The folks at Magnetic Press, whose work I adore, they generally do special hardcover editions and collections and the like. You're competing against the best for that dollar. And so when you're charging 10, 15, 20 plus dollars for a zine, crowdfunded wise, these guys also are looking for those same dollars using the exact same platform. So you really need to think about how you're going to portray yourself in order to get your zine seen, in order to get your zine funded, if you're going to go that route. And I think what I'm really trying to say is bring your A game, because if you don't, you're probably going to have challenges getting funded. Okay, so that's the first thing. The second is this. If you are a professional and you are going to go the crowdfunded route, or even better yet, if you are a professional and you are going to put out a full color, glossy, square bound, perfect bound paperback book with a gorgeous painted cover, can you at least make it a good story? Can you at least hit the appropriate points to convey great sequential art? And that's where I think this kind of falls short. And I don't want to use FANzine Live to do reviews, but on this one, I kind of feel like I need to. And yes, this is a gorgeous cover. And the book is deliciously made. Yeah, here's Ashfall. That's the thing that this Garvin guy did. But here's my thing. I read this introduction page talking about what's happened. They're saying that we lost the war against climate change thousands of years ago. America broke down along ideological lines into warring fiefdoms. And then this thing called the Trace arrived. And we've got basically the downfall of civilization. And they set it all up. And then there are these people called the Ghosts, the Order's most elite agents, highly trained and equipped with state-of-the-art prosthetics and implants. They study the Trace, search for ruins of the lost age for knowledge. I mean, this is actually kind of an intriguing idea. And yes, these are ghost agents, and I feel for my friends in the kayfabe community, because yet another ghost agent thing has popped up. Anyway, this is all really interesting, and the artwork's pretty good. And then we get to the story itself. And basically, I'm having a hard time following it all. And I say that on a few levels. I mean, we've got this character named Ash Naranjo, who is this character. And he's the young gun with the fancy arms. But you can see that this guy also has prosthetics. And they go and they see this Trace thing. And it's very bloody, which is fine. The problem I have with it is it's not entirely well written. And as I'm reading it, I'm trying to keep up with everything. And it's just not working out. And maybe it's that they try to introduce too many characters. And so I'm trying to juggle names. And of course, in this reconstituted United States of America, or I guess in this case, it's the Puget Sound area that they're trying to offer up, they rename everything. And so it gets really hard to follow. Maybe it's the fact that nearly every single character of note in this book has largely long, straight brown hair. And so it's hard to distinguish visually between the characters as a newbie. I just have a lot of issues with it. And there are elements that are cool. I mean, this character, at this point, he gets shocked by one of these Trace things and ends up gaining a superpower out of it. I'm just not entirely sure what to say. So I'm going to tell you that I read it. I'm not sure what to make of it. And I'm not sure I'm going to get another copy. And I hate saying that here on FANzine Live because I want to celebrate zines. I want to celebrate crowdfunding. I want to celebrate the work that people are doing. But I got to tell you, this one was not great. So I guess having done over a couple hundred videos, you're going to hit a clunker every now and then. And I think we found one. Trace War by John Garvin in Lithos Press. FANzine Live, crowdfunded zines. Thanks for watching, everybody. Leave a message if you're inclined. Like the video if you enjoy seeing me skewer something. And if you're going to go in the world of crowdfunding, if you can't beat this bar, I'm not sure that you can at all. Thanks for watching. I'll catch you next time.